She was like, and then she was very professional too. She was very good, you know. She asked me to sign. I said, I sign nothing without my attorney. No problem, that's your right. Alhamdulillah. Loud? Okay. Anyway, it was, don't think it is bad. It is a trial. But if you know how to turn a challenge into opportunity, wallahi, it's great. And only you do that when Allah is your goal. If Allah is your purpose in life, you can do that. If not, you get depressed, and that's it. Well, inside, everything is against you. Everything. Don't make a mistake about it. Everything is against you. Even the color of the wall, just to depress you, to break you from inside. Gray, something gray. Gray, like it's going to rain, but it's not raining. Walls high, like a hole like this, an opening like this, for the sun. And 1 hour outside rain, they call it. If it doesn't rain, and you know, it was winter, so it was most of the time, mashallah, you had a lot of rain, right? Alhamdulillah, we didn't. But wallahi, brothers and sisters, when you are proud of your Islam, I swear to Allah, everything around you start changing to your benefit. You see people who have been trained all their life to be mean, becoming sympathizers with you. Guards, officers. I mean, they yell at each and every, but when it comes to somebody, they found him, like him or her, mashallah, that's it. They can't do it. I remember the first days, Salat al-Tahajjud and Fajr, when an officer walks in, he makes noise, purposely. He shouts, he goes to the trash and make. Later on, he even helps you to, it's from him, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because Allah said, Inna Allah yudafi'u 'anil ladina amanu. You have to believe in it, not just say it. Indeed, Allah will defend those who have iman. He will defend you, His way. His way. It was a test for everybody. Those who took the opportunity of helping, may Allah reward them, whether through their letters of testimony, letters to the officials, media, demonstration. Those people have succeeded. Those people have showed Allah that we will not let down any brother or sister in the future, inshallah. But those who had the chance and didn't, it's their problem. It's their problem. It's sad. Honestly, it's sad. And then I said, oh my God, at least, alhamdulillah, I have a lot of people to stand up for me. But how about the other brothers and sisters who nobody wants to know about them? Nobody wants to know about them. Alhamdulillah, we had three major like halaqat like this one. One is Friday from 12:30 to 3. So we had the long dars and then khutbah and then questions and answers. And believe me, it was beautiful. And then Saturday from 12:30 to 3, almost 3, before 3. They do count. They count us almost every hour. Yeah. And they're so slow at counting. Man, they can repeat like, I don't know. And then Tuesday from 7 to 9. 7 to 9. Tuesday.
How many?
3. Oh, the people? Sometimes we were like, oh, in the beginning, they saw a phenomenon. When alhamdulillah, Allah blessed me to be with those brothers. They started coming. Even those Muslims who were not interested. Now there is something, at least they are learning, they are asking. So they started coming. And that alarmed the administration because, wow, what is this? When chaplains of other religions respectfully come to 1, 2, 3 listeners at the most. But here is this detainee, everybody including non-Muslims want to listen to him. Ooh, simple, because the speech is the truth, the Quran, the Sunnah. That's all. It's not me. It's not Sheikh Zoubir. And then you live with them. You are a detainee, so they associate. You walk the walk and you talk the talk. Unlike somebody coming from outside visiting, may Allah reward him, he gives maybe a lecture and then go home to his wife, children. No, this is an inmate, a brother. We see him every day. He's like us. He feels for us, so we're going to listen. And then you give hope to people, especially when they are incarcerated. You don't know how sad it is and how depressed you may be if you really don't find somebody to boost your morale. And that's all. It was like they were waiting for the days of for the times of our lectures. More than food, wallah. They were waiting for it more than food. They cannot wait. They cannot wait. So when they saw that, they started limiting us, which I really objected. I said, you have no right to it's our religious right. And those detainees were looking like, this is crazy, he's going to jail, he's going to segregation. I said, no, not for your rights. You don't go to, you go when you are impolite, when you are bad, when you are violent, but not when you speak something that is your right. Because one day, they said only 34 in the chaplaincy, in the chapel, they said only 34, that's the maximum. I said, well, yesterday we were 48. Why are you stopping so many brothers? So many people. These are Muslims, they are coming to learn. They said, no. And non-Muslims should go back. Only Muslims. Only Muslims. I said, okay, we are 48 at that time Muslims. How about the others? They don't pray their Jumu'ah, they don't have their dars, they don't have the rights to learn and practice their faith. They said, well, we cannot, it's the city and it is the regulation. I said, okay, how about on this day, this hour, we were 54 people in a smaller room than this one that we are in. They said, when did that happen? I said, okay, here is when and this and that. Oh, they said, oh, no, that's something else. I said, no, because that was when we are going to the judge. They put you like ships, like sheep, like animals. 54, wallahi, we couldn't breathe. We were suffocating. A small room. Standing. It was not enough for people to sit. So why you do that? And when it comes to our religion, now you practice the law? Okay, leave us. Just leave us alone. They said no. So slowly, later on, we wrote, of course, you have to write. Sisters, brothers, document. Anything happens to you, document it. Write it. Write the hour, the time, the day, the officer or anybody who is, write it down. Because you will forget it, write it down. And then contact the officials. So some officials, makes sense, say, why are you doing this? So they said, okay. They start giving us empty domes. Now, from the chapel, which is just 34, they give us a dome that is empty. Whenever it is empty, they give us one. So, alhamdulillah. Because I explained to them that as Muslims, we can pray anywhere. Even if you give us the basketball court, we can go there and pray. Oh, they said. So they saw, it was da'wah. It was da'wah actually. Like people think I have to be only in the church or in the masjid to pray. No. So they saw the flexibility of Islam. Alhamdulillah, many of them started really coming closer to the deen and this and that. One day I was with an officer who was a lady, and she, when I was going to her, she asked me to come to the office, and when I was going hallway, one officer said female movement, female traffic they call it, like female sisters. They have of course their own door far away, but if they are going to visitation, where people come visit their loved ones, they have to use the corridor. So she asked me if I can. I said yes, of course. So I went somewhere and gave even my bag to the sisters when they were passing. Then I asked her, I said, when they left, I said, why you do this? She said, it's the procedure. And I said, is it for the safety? She said, definitely. I said, that's what we do daily in our Islamic life. That's what we are supposed to do as Muslims.